Hey y'all, hey all, hey y'all, hey all. Welcome to this Kingdom Things podcast episode or installment. My name is Nicole Phillips, spiritual practitioner, spiritual healer, spiritual creative, infinite energy, having a human experience, appointed by the Most High Creator, God, Goddess, Source, the Central Sun, the Supreme Force, whatever you like to call the energy, the power, the force behind all of creation. That is who created me, alchemized me, the energy that I am, and ushered me into my position, my role of being a spiritual healer, spiritual practitioner, spiritual creative. Thank you for joining me on this Kingdom Things podcast installment. Humanity is going through ascension. We're in the rapture. We are in the ancient prophesized rapture that is written and foretold in many biblical texts across our world, many countries, many regions. This rapture is what the ascension is. But instead of the rapture being where a force or an energy or a being comes from external, so external from ourselves, external from this planet, to come save us as individuals or as a collective, ascension is the process, the rapture in which we realize the power that's always been inside of ourselves, the power that only mirrors the power of the energies of forces and beings that we were waiting to come save us. So at this time, ascension or the rapture, we're realizing the power that we have embedded within and realizing this power is only a mirror to any other force that we would have expected to come external from ourselves to come save us. So I'm excited. We're in rapture season. We're in rapture season, ascension season. And, I have come into new levels of understanding of myself. I've been journeying this ascension hardcore for the past couple of years, coming into new levels of understanding within myself. And these new levels of understanding within myself, I'm going to share with you a new perspective that I gleaned this morning. And it is October of 2022. What is time? But we're in early October 2022, and I'm in the bathroom getting ready for the day. Just took a bath, take care of my energy body. And a new perspective came in. Yesterday, I produced and channeled Nikola Tesla, or the Orion star system energies, and the new perspective of self, that the other divine aspects of self, so the other energies and forces in all of creation or in all of God that are not separate from myself, but are not only a mirror, but they're facets of myself. We'll just call it a spirit team just to keep it simplified. So I don't have to say that every single time. Every single time I say they, like they told me, like my spirit guides, we'll just say my spirit guides, my spirit team, the other divine aspects of self, were guiding me to glean this new perspective of myself, walking me into this new perspective of myself. And again, this has been a gradual process. This is not my starting point. I started feeling as if I was a damsel in distress, feeling as if I needed to be saved myself. I was waiting for a force and energy external to myself to save me, to lift me up. And I'm walking this journey of self-love with my spirit guides, the other divine aspects of self. And they're assisting me with tapping into the power, the force that I have always been. And this process of tapping into the power, into the force that we've always been, again, it's a lifelong process. As I am coming into the knowing, to the realization that existence, we're infinite spirits, infinite energies having a human experience. And we journey through different realms, spaces, places, dimensions in order to experience, in order to grow and expand as the energies, the spirits that we are, to gain knowledge, to gain wisdom, to gain experience, and create and become new levels of self, new levels of our energetic selves through the experiences and the knowledge and the teachings and the wisdom that we gain through our journeys as spirits, energies, souls journeying through experience, through different spaces, realms, dimensions, places. So I'm in the bathroom this morning, and again, yesterday I channeled Nikola Tesla. Go watch that. It's a Kingdom Things meetup on the Kingdom Things podcast YouTube channel, a channel of Nikola Tesla or the Orion Star System energies. Mind you, I got word from my spirit guides that I was going to be channeling Nikola Tesla, and I was excited because I have a resonance in my heart with Nikola Tesla, because I could see that Nikola Tesla was operating out of aspects of himself that were otherworldly, that were beyond the, aspects of conformity of our human, the aspects of conformity of our human. And our human is a product of human history. So our human is limited to the energies and the knowledge and the wisdom of human history. But I could tell that Nikola Tesla was operating at a facets of himself that were beyond the facets of his human, beyond the facets of his human history, beyond the facets of his human history. I could tell that. So Nikola Tesla resonated in my heart, because I've always been a person unconsciously that operated at a facets of myself that were beyond my human history, beyond this world, beyond this worldly experience, this earthly experience. So I got word that I was channeling Nikola Tesla. And again, the Nikola Tesla Kingdom Things podcast meetup is available for all to view, all to enjoy, all to experience, all to learn from on the Kingdom Things podcast YouTube channel. So as I channel Nikola Tesla and the energies and the information that Nikola Tesla, the energy of Nikola Tesla has for the human collective, for the human being, it was revealed that Nikola Tesla, the way that we view Nikola Tesla, the way that we view ourselves, the way that we view ourselves as we've lived in a paradigm that has been inverted from nature. We exist, we live, we dwell in a paradigms, multiple paradigms, plural, that are inverse from nature, the natural order of things. As we are spirits, energies incarnated in these human vessels on this planetary system, Mother, Father, Gaia, in order to experience, to learn, and to grow as our spirit energy selves. But we've been living in these inverted paradigms. We've been indoctrinated into these inverted paradigms. The human collective, the human history has been indoctrinated into these human paradigms, these human histories, in which we perceive the order of things invertedly. We perceive the order of things invertedly. We perceive the order of things invertedly. And there are many, many, many inversions that we operate through in our human vessels as our human selves. One of the inversions is that we call ourselves humans, that we perceive ourselves to be human beings versus energies incarnated in these vessels on this earth. We perceive ourselves, the perception of self is what we view in the mirror, what we can perceive in the mirror. We perceive ourselves as our bodily vessels that we perceive in the mirror versus energies utilizing these bodily vessels to experience this realm, to experience this physicality, to experience this dimension, to experience Mother, Father, Gaia in this physical embodiment. So I'm in the restroom and I am able to glean myself, look in the mirror and look at my vessel and perceive that my vessel is encapsulated in the energy that I am. My vessel is encapsulated in the energy that I am. Excuse me. So, what we're going to be talking about today on this Kingdom Things podcast is we're going through ascension, the rapture, the rapture, ascension, where we're not waiting for energies external from ourselves to come and save us, but we're utilizing those energies that are external from ourselves, that are only a mirror to who we truly are. We are opening ourselves up to those energies, benevolent energies external to ourselves, that are only a mirror to our truth, our power. Our truth being that we're energies using our physical vessels. Our physical vessels are encapsulated by the energies that we are. And we're using our physical vessels to experience this realm, to experience this dimensionality of physicality on Mother, Father, Gaia. So a part of the ascension or rapture process is our vessels being upgraded. Our vessels are being upgraded. Our vessels are being upgraded. And you may or may not be up to the solar flash event that humanity will experience, or is experiencing, the solar flash event that humanity is experiencing, as the energies from the sun are assisting with the activation of our dormant DNA. The energies of the sun are assisting with the activation of our dormant DNA. As when you go watch the Nikola Tesla meetup, you know, you'll perceive more of the energies in which, you know, our bodies, energies of the notion of which our bodies have been in dormancy. Our bodies have many operations. I like to liken it to, whenever I get a new electronic device or a new device period, like I'll have the device for months, and then I'll figure out 6 months into having the device, something new that device does. The human body vessel is just like that. Our human vessel, we have, like our scientists say, they call about 96-97% of our DNA junk DNA. But really what it is that we've only activated 3 to 6% of our possible beingness. We've only activated and tapped into 3 to 6% of our beingness as our vessels, utilizing our energies, utilizing these vessels to experience this realm. We've only activated 3 to 6% of our beingness. So there's 97%, 97%, 97% that we have. 94 to 97% of DNA that we have not activated. So our vessels are being upgraded. Our DNA is being activated. What are we going to be able to do with these activations? So a widening scope perception of reality, a widening scope perception of reality. So as below, so above, the principle of correspondence. Hermes Trismegistus, Thoth, came to this plane to teach us, to grow us, many times, right? Throughout the history of human history. And one of the principles that Hermes Trismegistus, or Thoth, commonly known as Hermes Trismegistus. So Thoth incarnated as Hermes Trismegistus. But Hermes Trismegistus left in the Hermetic principles, which you can read and study the Hermetic principles in the Kabbalion, which is like a reduced and more simplified version of Thoth's teachings. So the Kabbalion is a reduced and simplified teachings of Thoth. The Hermetic principles, Hermes Trismegistus. Principle of correspondence. As below, so above. So as we go within and we glean these elements of ourselves, of our emotional body, of our energy that we did not allow ourselves to perceive or acknowledge before, our vessels, our bodies begin to activate. The solar activity, the energy from the sun assists with the activation of our vessels. The activation of our vessels. Just as the energy of the sun gives life to plants and animals, the energy of the sun gives life to our human vessels. So the solar flash event, which is an ongoing event, it's an ongoing event that has climaxes or ebbs and flows, just like everything in nature, as nature was intended to operate, has ebbs and flows, ups and downs. The principle of rhythm, Hermetic principle, Hermes Trismegistus. So the solar flare activity, we're in the solar flash event. It has ebbs and flows, principle of rhythm, ups and downs. And these ebbs and flows are great. Let me tell you, these ebbs and flows are great, because if we were just going nonstop, like climax exponential growth on the solar scale, our body, it would be too much. So let me just tell you a little bit about, what I've been going through. So I have been activating. My vessel has been activating, and I'm able to tap in and perceive different levels of reality that I was not able to tap in and perceive prior to me coming into these new levels of activation and this climax of the ascension or the rapture of the human collective. So I'm perceiving new things. And these perceptions are perceptions in which are widening my view on the possibilities of who I am and the possibilities of what my life can be. And that is kind of an inverse take. That's how I would look at it before, like who I am, who I could be. But what it actually is I've always been, but it's me perceiving who I am. Like I said, this morning I was in the bathroom looking in the mirror, and I was able to see that I am an energy using this vessel to have this human experience. So when I first started this climactory process of my ascension, of my rapture, realizing my true power within, I felt like I was a damsel in distress. I felt like I needed to be saved. But now I realize that I am an energy, a powerful energy, just as you are a powerful energy, as God planned for the energies that are incarnated and utilizing physical vessels on this plane at this time, are energies in which are well endowed with wisdom. Energies that are well endowed with wisdom. Meaning your energy that you are, the energy that you are has traveled through many spaces, places, realms, dimensions to gain experience and knowledge and wisdom. God, Goddess planned for the energies incarnated utilizing human vessels in this realm at this time to be well endowed with wisdom. So I'm looking in the mirror, and instead of seeing that damsel in distress, instead of seeing that person that has issues that they need to work through, I see an energy that's incarnated I see an energy that's utilizing this vessel and took on these energies and these programmings and these indoctrinations and these ancestral wounds in order to heal them, in order to work through them. So I'm not a damsel in distress. I don't need to be saved. I am a powerful, well-endowed with wisdom energy force that took on these conformities, that took on these limitations in order to work through these conformities, in order to work through these limitations, in order to elevate the human collective, in order to assist in this time of ascension and rapture of the human collective, of Father and Mother Gaia. Nature mirrors nature. Nature mirrors nature. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Nature mirrors nature. We rack our minds. We protest behind, bringing our planet into balance, healing our planet, healing our world, healing Father, Mother Gaia. Nature mirrors nature. As we go within and glean those facets of ourselves, those energetic facets in which we are, that we have not allowed ourselves to acknowledge in order to transcend those energies that we took on as energies well endowed with wisdom, energies that incarnated to use these physical vessels, take on these limiting beliefs, these traumas, these woundings, these ancestral patterns, the human history, in order to transcend these wounds, these traumas, these ancestral patterns of the human history, alchemize these energies to uplift humanity. As we go within to glean, to acknowledge these energies, these traumas, these patterns of the human history that we took on as powerful energies to assist with the ascension of humanity and Mother, Father Gaia, we become activated, because as we balance our internal energy body, our bodies respond to that by becoming activated. And as we become activated, we allow for the true energy that we are to shine brighter, to emanate brighter into this plane, into this earth. And as the energy that we truly are, that pure energy, divine energy that we truly are, the alchemized and balanced energy that we came here to create, with taking on whichever patterns you took on as a powerful energy, utilizing your vessel, with whatever energies you took on to alchemize, to bring into balance as a powerful energy that you are, utilizing your human vessel, as you alchemize those energies by going within and acknowledging those energies that you took on, those traumas that you took on of the human collective as a powerful energy. In order to balance those energies, alchemize those energies, you bring balance to yourself. You emanate the energy, the alchemization of balance that you created as the powerful energy that you came in as, and took on the energies that you took on from the human collective in order to balance the energies of the human collective, the energy that you are and the energies that you balance as a human collective. That is an alchemy in which emanates, that is an energy in which emanates into this plane. And as that balanced energy that you alchemize emanates into this plane, you are assisting with the balancing and the healing of the planet. As you sit in meditation and acknowledge the energies that you took on as the powerful, well endowed with wisdom energy that you are, those imbalanced dynamics and alchemies that you took on of the human collective in order to heal, as you sit in meditation and you acknowledge those energies, you emit the alchemy of balance that you created from your true energetic self and the balancing of the wounds that you took on. You emanate that energy into the earth plane, that balanced energy into the earth plane, that balanced, powerful alchemy into the earth plane, and you assist with the upliftment and the balancing of the planet as you sit in meditation and heal and acknowledge what you came here to create as a powerful, well endowed with wisdom energy that you are. How do we heal and balance our planet? Yes, if you feel guided and led by your heart space to take physical action in the world, do that. But also know that working on yourself, coming in balance within yourself, that is equally, if not more powerful than leading a protest to persuade or bring about change within our governments, within our communities. It is equally as powerful, if not more powerful, for you to work on the energies that you, as the powerful, well-endowed wisdom energy that you are, work through the energies that you took on in order to alchemize and balance and emanate that energy of balance into this plane. You are healing the world. You are assisting with the upliftment of the planet, of the human collective. So as we go within to balance our energies, activate our vessels by balancing our energies, we're going to create experiences for ourselves, for the human collective, in which we're able to exist and vibrate through many dimensions and realities. As a human collective, we are going to be able to exist, dwell, and vibrate within and out the frequencies of different dimensions, different realities. So when we talk about dwelling within and living within different dimensions, different realities, we're talking about transcendent living. So living outside of the bounds of our past conformities and dwelling within infinite possibilities, dwelling within infinite creation. Like, let's go to Mars for brunch type situation. Like, let's wake up early and go to Mars for brunch. We don't even have to wake up early. Like, what is time? Those are the type of conversations. Those are the type of things that we're tapping into. Like, we're going to Jupiter for vacation. Like, that's the type of thing. Like, which dimension are you traveling to? Like, that's the type of thing that we're opening ourselves up to. Those are the type of things that we're opening ourselves up to. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I channeled it before I don't remember which podcast installment, so I'll just say it again. So when we think about dimensions, it's not so much of, it's not linear. It's not linear. You can think of it as an energetic code, an energetic frequency. In order to travel to that dimension, in order to travel to that reality, in order to travel to that frequential existence, you have to have that energetic code. You have to have the access with the being able to vibrate at that energetic code, that energetic frequency. So when we're talking about interdimensional traveling, we're quite literally talking about physics. When we're talking about interdimensional traveling, we're quite literally talking about physics, and we're quite literally talking about the biology of our vessels, but it's outside of the box of conformity. It's new conversations that we're opening ourselves up to only because this is what it is. This is what we're activating into. This is what we're activating into. We're coming out of that box of conformity as we intended to do, as we intended to create this experience for the human collective as high vibrational, powerful, well endowed with wisdom energies that are using these physical vessels in order to shift this plane, this dimension of reality. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this Kingdom Things podcast episode installment entitled Upgrades. I hope you're able to glean some energies, information to assist you in your journey of expansion, growing, and learning as an infinite, powerful energy, having a human experience. So this is how, I'm not going to say this is how the Kingdom Things podcast are going to go, because it's going to change. Like, nothing's going to stay the same. So nothing's going to stay the same, but I'm super excited. I'm getting back to just sitting down and going straight through, channeling straight through. So all the information from this podcast was channeled information from the energy that I am, the energy that I am. So when you're done here on Kingdom Things podcast, first I want to let you know. First, I want to introduce and let you know that I have been cleared by my spirit guides. I've been cleared by my spirit team to take one-on-one sessions, to take one-on-one, all comprehensive spiritual workshops. This is exactly how my guides want me to say it. One-on-one, all comprehensive spiritual workshops. If you are interested in the one-on-one, all comprehensive spiritual workshops, go ahead and email me at kingdomthingspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's kingdomthingspodcast@gmail.com to inquire about the one-on-one, all comprehensive spiritual workshops. So what will go on with that workshop? It will be a Zoom meeting 2 hours long. So Zoom meeting 2 hours long. Beforehand, I will already have the information and energies ready to be channeled through for you specifically. So there's going to be information, the information that you need, the specific information for you that you need, as well as the energies that you need along your journey as you need them in that moment for this comprehensive one-on-one workshop is what I will present to you, is what I will channel to you in the one-on-one all comprehensive spiritual workshops. They will be 2 hours long. Go ahead and email me, Nicole Phillips, at kingdomthingspodcast@gmail.com to inquire further about the one-on-one, all comprehensive spiritual workshops. I'm super excited about this. I saw this. I got a vision of this being a while back, and I'm glad that I'm cleared by my spirit guides to go ahead and take this step in this cycle of my journey to offer this back to, the rest of me. So the other aspects of me, to offer this back to the rest of creation. So I'm super excited. Again, kingdomthings@gmail.com to further inquire about the one-on-one, all comprehensive workshops. When you're done here on Kingdom Things Podcast, go ahead and go over to Kingdom Things Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to keep up with the KTP meetups. I channel energies from specific energies and beings from the galactic realms, from all of infinite creation, really, from all of infinite creation. And these energies and beings want to come through to assist humanity in this time of our ascension and our rapture, to teach us, to help, to welcome us into new paradigms, new realities, expanded paradigms, expanded realities beyond, the history of humanity. So KTP meetups, Kingdom Things Podcast YouTube channel, go over there to subscribe, to keep up with those, which are really, really cool. Really, really cool. And a link in the posting of this Kingdom Things podcast. I also have my literature as well as my music. I love singing and songwriting. It's a part of, my journey, a part of my purpose, a part of my heart space. So I have my music there as well as my literature. I've written a few works, The Story of Asya, which I'm super proud of. It is really about the ascension, the rapture experience, but it's through the lens, through the eyes of Asya, a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. And they're really fun reads. They're really fun reads, which the story of Asya flows into My Other Half. My Other Half is about our infinite nature. So two energies, two spirits, traveling through many lifetime, many experiences. The conformities of the paradigms of those time periods on planet Earth keep them from realizing their love together. They will realize the love together. Which lifetime, under which circumstances will they be able to alchemize those energies that they took on and co-create a life together, co-create their love together. I want to thank you again for joining me on this Kingdom Things Podcast meetup. This is not a meetup. This is not a meetup, sis. I want to thank you so much for joining me on this Kingdom Things Podcast episode installment. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you're worthy of that. Self-love is the best love because it alchemizes the energies that you came here to alchemize, to balance the energies that you came here to balance. Self-love is the best love because it activates the God or goddess within. Take care of yourself. Bye.